Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Flatbroke Outdoors. We've got us a decent camping spot here. There's one thing wrong with it. It's very close to the main gravel road that comes across this ridge, and it is during the week, so it shouldn't be extremely busy, but we are going to get a fair amount of dust off of that road because I can't remember the last time it rained. But it is also deer season, and I don't want to be out in the woods messing up anybody's deer hunting. You know, a lot of people spend a lot of time doing their scouting and putting up their stands and all that stuff. And the last thing they want is some knucklehead being out there camping, 30 yards from their deer stand. So I'm just not going to do that. This would be good enough for us. We have probably been in this spot before, I would imagine, somewhere in the last 55 videos, just because it's simple and easy to get to. I mean, you could get here in your car. So and it's a big spot. There's room for a lot of tents and different stuff. But I did bring the truck this time, and we'll be staying in the rooftop tent. I brought the trailer just because I want to bring my generator, because I'll probably stay 2 days and you don't get a lot of sun here. So, just probably not even an hour of sun down through here. So it wouldn't be enough to charge up my power station. I've only got one power station now because my big EcoFlow, my 1600, is shot crap. So I've been, trying to get EcoFlow to stand behind it, and so far not so good. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's not over yet. But anyway, I got a lot of setting up to do, and then I'll get back with y'all in a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. I am just getting supper started. What I'm hoping is going to be is white chili. It's been a long time since I've made white chili, but for whatever reason, it just struck me today. So I'm using chicken and just following the instructions that are on the package of the chili mix, which is something I never do. But I'm going to try to keep it as white as I can. If it was up to me, well, it is up to me, but real chili, it's going to be red because you're going to have peppers in there. You're going to have tomato sauce, and it just, y'all know how to make chili. Anyway, so we're going to try this white thing. I did make a little coffee because my butt is dragging. I didn't even really get up that early this morning. I didn't get up to about 5:30, but I'm kind of tired for whatever reason. I've been sick, not sick like with the flu sick, just a little bit of sniffles, light headache every now and then, a little bit dizzy. I did have a fever one day of just over 100. It ain't one of those sicknesses you like to keep holding you down, but you don't have all the get up and go that you need. Anyway, that's what I'm working with. I really didn't feel like camping, but I figure I could be sick just as good out here as I can at home. Anyway, so I thought, I hadn't brought my trailer in a long time. So I thought I'd get it out of the backyard and sweep all the spiders out of it or whatever happened to be creeping around in there. And, had 8 inches of memory foam mattress on the bed in there. And I discovered when I took the solar panels off the top, when I installed the solar panels, I cut a hole in the front and put a grommet in and ran the wires through, and then I siliconed all the way around all of that stuff. So when I took the solar panels and the rooftop tent off the trailer and put them on the truck, I left that grommet there and sealed it up. Well, I don't think I did a very good job because at some point it rained and there was a big wet spot about this big on my mattress, and it went all the way through down to the wood. So I had to pull all of that stuff out. It's sitting at home drying now. So that was a little disheartening. But anyhow, I needed to bring my generator because I'm down one power station and I really need 2 or 1 a lot bigger than I have to run everything I need to run. You got to charge camera batteries, charge your phone, charge your tablet, all of that stuff. So anyway, I thought, my truck was about completely full. So I thought I'll bring the trailer and throw the generator in there. And then if tomorrow, because I'm going to stay 2 nights, so if tomorrow I need to charge up that power station, I can run that generator for an hour and charge it right up. So that's what, anyhow, that's how the trailer made it here today. So that was how my morning started, was with that. Number one, don't feel like I'm hitting on all 8 cylinders. So I've been trying to eat more turkey and chicken lately. I haven't eaten any pork to speak of. I mean, I've had it a couple of times, but pork's my favorite. I love pork, but pork is not good for you, especially when you eat it in amounts that I did. So I'm trying to leave that completely alone. It's been working pretty good so far. So I thought the white chili would be a good thing for this go round. So that's what we're going to do. And like I said earlier, I made this coffee to help, put a little charge in my batteries. Maybe it will. Whoever camped here last time, on my last video, I drove right past here because I was back this way and then out into the woods that way. Anyway, somebody was camped here and they actually treated the place really well. Cleaned it up a lot. Looked like they raked some stuff, dug the fire pit out. Because a couple of times ago when I was here, man, that fire pit was just mounded full of ash and trash, and there was beer cans in there, just all kinds of stuff. I took all that out, but I did not dig it out. I just used my fire pit, my little portable one. But tonight I'm going to use that one. Just changing things up a little bit. I like change. So that's why I broke out my old antique Coleman this go around. This stove was old. And the gas, and I probably told y'all this at some point, but if you're new to my videos, I don't remember exactly when this thing was built, and it's on the bottom, so I can't tip it up and tell you, but it was a gas one. It had the gas tank that went on the front, but I got this propane adapter from Stansport. I bought it on, let's see, hold on. I bought this one on Amazon. I have another one that they actually sent me, but I've got quite a few of these older gas burning stoves, so I bought this one from Amazon. Anyway, it works really good, so I decided to get this old thing out and put it to some good use this time. The weather is good. It's about the mid 60s right now, and it's supposed to get down in the 30s tonight, so that'll be a real nice change of pace around here. Guy could be able to need him a jacket in the morning, or maybe even later tonight when I get that fire started. It might get jacket weather before I get ready to lay down. But anyway, I was just bringing y'all up to speed on what was going on. Oh, one more thing. I found this knife on Amazon. I don't know if y'all can see it good. I don't know if that's in frame or not. But anyhow, it's a great camping knife, not for bushcrafting and chopping wood and that kind of stuff, just for using it in the kitchen. It folds and it's got its own little bag. It's got a little carrying bag it goes in. And that goes great in your camping stuff. If you're a backpacker, that'd fit fine in your backpack. And it comes sharp as a razor. I don't know how long it'll hold its edge. It's 440 stainless, so I don't know, but it really works nice. And it's got that handle is olive wood. It's real pretty. Hopefully it stays that way. But I'm kind of hard on stuff, but I've been cutting stuff up in my camp for many years with just no sheath knife or whatever I was carrying, or my pocket knife or moras or whatever. I've been lately using my filleting knife. I got an old filleting knife, and I like it because the blade is adjustable. It slides in and out of the handle, so if you're cutting big stuff, you can add a little more blade to the mix. But anyway, I'm gonna continue on with this chili, and I'll bring y'all back when it gets a little closer to done, and let's see what it looks like. All right, y'all. I believe that it's as much chili as it's ever gonna be. It sure looks good. Smells good. But I'm gonna dish up a bowl here with my little baby spoon. Well, I might be a month of Sundays doing this, kids. I did think to bring me a few crackers from home. I have me some crackers with it. Yeah. That looks like a good amount right there. All right, kids. I'm going to have me some white chili, and I'll get back with y'all in a little bit. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. That chicken chili was outstanding. I didn't have a lot of faith in it going into it, but it turned out extremely well. I was highly surprised. So I will definitely be having that again. Maybe not on an upcoming camping trip, but probably at home. This will probably be my last time out like this for a little while. Next week, I'm taking my wife camping for my birthday. And you know, if you've been watching my channel for very long, you know my wife don't camp like I do. It'll be a little more bougie, as it were. I don't know if I'll film any of that or not. I might. You know, it'll be. I think. I think we'll be up on the Buffalo River. I do believe that's where we're going to go. It's a real nice area. Some hiking trails, some biking trails. I'm assuming the river is super low right now since there hasn't been any rain on this side of the earth to speak of. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. Do a little camping. I think we're going to spend a week up there. It's always fun when we go up there. It's just so pretty up there, and I bet the leaves are probably beginning to change. And we've had a pretty dry summer, all things considered. Especially been in a dry spell for the last, I don't know, month anyway. It feels like the last rain we had was that time we got 17 and a half inches overnight. And man, it was monsoon season for a day here for sure. And I'm trying to plan another trip up to camp with Butch somewhere between here and where he lives. We haven't really hammered out the details. We haven't talked about it a whole lot, but we're definitely going to do something between now and then. But it's just now getting super fun camping weather. I mean, I camp year round no matter what, but it is much more comfortable when it is tolerable in the daytime and just gets cool at night. So I like to sleep when it's cold. You know, I have a diesel heater. You guys might have saw it on the channel back in the wintertime, but you know, I don't turn it on much. You know, every now and then it's nice to knock the chill off, you know, while you get dressed in the mornings or whatever, but you know, through the night I don't run it much. And I've got plenty of sleeping bags and comforters and whatever else you can think of. So I like the air to be chilly and, you know, to be covered up. That's my favorite way to sleep. But this has certainly been enjoyable so far. It's been pretty quiet, not a lot of traffic. There's been a few cars kicking up dust, but everything around here is just so dusty. I mean, my shoes are just covered in just dust. But not a lot of garbage to pick up at all around here. And that's good. That's a change from most, you know, if a campsite's very popular, which is usually the ones that are super easy to get to, like this one, people just trash them. There's one about a half a mile up the road. It's on the left-hand side, and it is, for whatever reason, people just use that for a dumping ground. There's always trash at that place. I camped there one time, and they had bagged their trash up, but they left the trash bags there, and I guess coons and possums, whatever, got in and tore it all up and strode it everywhere. It was just a mess. But anytime you're dealing with the general public, you're going to have that. You just have to make up your mind that you want to be part of the solution and not the problem. And so it does weigh on you going back and cleaning the same camp spots time after time after time. But I mean, it's just what you got to do. You got to keep your own mind right. And, leave wherever you're at better than you found it, so the next person won't have to go through that. And at some point it might catch on. I doubt it hadn't ever caught on, but I mean, I see a lot of people. I watch a lot of YouTube and camping type videos and different stuff, and a lot of the guys they clean up as much or more than I do. I don't know if y'all ever watch Kenny of All Trades. That dude, he cleans up everything. He don't mess around. He'll tear a fire pit all the way down and rebuild it. That's a good dude right there. Somebody that makes moves like that in their spare time, you can imagine in his regular life, he does that much and more, I'm sure. I guess it's just going to be me sitting around the fire for the remainder of the evening. I brought a book. I was going to read some, but I feel like if I read any right now, I'd be asleep in this chair. Wonder why my legs are so hot. But I do have a couple of movies on my tablet I can watch later. I don't want to watch any now. I know I'd be asleep just as fast as if I was trying to read a book. But I'm still nursing this coffee. I don't want to drink too much or I won't be able to sleep when it is time to go to sleep. That sunset's kind of pretty. I don't know. We will get a sunrise here, and it should be a nice one. It shouldn't be cloudy or anything in the morning. We've been having a lot of extremely heavy dews fall. Excuse me. So it might be a little wet around here in the morning, but it should be nice. Be chilly, I'm guessing. Oh, I guess I'll let you guys get back to doing what you were doing for a minute, and I'm just gonna drink on this coffee and make sure this fire doesn't go anywhere. Oh, speaking of fires, a large amount of our state is under a burn ban, but this particular county is not. But it is, if there was any wind blowing at all, I wouldn't have this fire just because this whole place is a tinderbox. Everything out here is just so dry. You can just pick the leaves up and turn them to dust in your hand. But anyway, so if you're camping somewhere and they have a fire ban, follow that. Don't do nothing crazy. I mean, the average Joe has a phone on their hip that has some kind of data plan. Check the areas where you're going, where you plan on camping, and make sure that there's not a fire ban. They don't do that just because they don't want you to be having a good time and having a fire. They do it so as not to damage, thousands of acres of woods. We had a 40-acre fire here somewhere. I mean, not right here in this general vicinity, but somewhere close enough in the state where we got, a lot of smoky haze at my house. I don't remember what county it was in, but 40 acres don't sound like much, but if it's somebody's land, if you owned that land, 40 acres would sound like a lot to you, I would imagine. Oh, we had a passerby there. people always, I don't know if they slow down to keep the dust off your camper or they slow down because they're nosy. I'm guessing nosy. I do the same thing. When I pass by somebody's camp, I'm looking on. And they probably think I'm casing the joint, but I'm just interested in how they set up. I hate to even pass up a camp without giving it to once or twice over, just to see if they're doing something that I should be doing. I'm interested in that kind of stuff. That's the main reason I even watch YouTube as far as the camping videos and stuff. I don't need lessons on how to camp. I need ideas on things I might not be doing. I see people doing a lot of stuff uh, that I didn't think of. You know, I don't know everything. I get a lot of ideas from other people. Some I implement and some I just let them go. But I say do what makes you comfortable. If you see something somebody else is doing that you would like to add to your arsenal of camping goods and ideas, do that. I think it's a great idea. Now my wife came up on this. It is a propane fired crock pot. I had never seen one, and I didn't see that one. She was telling this was yesterday. Anyway, she saw this crock pot, and I'm gonna go back and look at it. If it, she thinks that it may be aluminum, and I don't do aluminum. I don't use aluminum cookware. I don't use aluminum anything, and I've even stopped using aluminum foil. I want to try to keep as many heavy metals out of my body as I possibly can. So, I try to. I'm not ever going to get away from cast iron just because I've used it all my life, and I like cast iron. If you treat it right, it'll treat you right. And I don't know that there's not some heavy metals leaching out of that into my system, but I know aluminum is horrible, 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 and horrible for you. And they put it in everything. They put it in your deodorant. They put aluminum in baking powder, just places it ain't got any business being. You can buy aluminum-free stuff that works just as well as anything with aluminum in it. So why do they put it in there even? It's just be some kind of filler. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to be more aware of that kind of stuff. I really want some titanium cookware, for cooking over the fire. But I haven't done my research on titanium yet. I know aluminum is a killer, and all the heavy metals that pile up in your brain, that leads to dementia and Alzheimer's and all that stuff. I already can't remember what day it is most of the time. I don't need anything else adding to that. But anyhow, I think I think you might be pretty safe with stainless steel, but aluminum steer far clear of that. When you're looking at backpacking cookware and just camping cookware in general, 90% of all that rigmarole is aluminum, and it's just not good for you. And as soon as I have some downtime where I have enough data to be reading up on stuff, I'm going to check on the titanium. I don't know how bad that is as far as leaching into off of what it is and into your system. Probably just as bad as aluminum, but I want to give it the benefit of the doubt until I really find out. But anyway, kids, that's my tip for the day. Stay away from aluminum. I mean, they make a lot of aluminum flatware, forks and knives and spoons, and the dishes, plates and bowls. A lot of that stuff is aluminum. Just steer as clear of that stuff as you possibly can, because it is definitely not any good for you. And on that note, that's all I got for now. Hey y'all, welcome back. I about let this fire burn down to nothing here. Got it kind of spread out a little bit. I think I am getting ready to turn in. We'll call this a day, and we will start fresh at breakfast in the morning. It has been quite a long day, and I'm tired. And that's a good thing about camping. You know, it ain't super late. It's I don't know, about 8:30, so it is time for me to go see what the cowboys are doing, and I will see y'all first thing in the morning. Hey, good morning, everybody. I got started without y'all this morning. I already had my coffee going. Yeah, I'm frying a little turkey this morning. Got me some water on. I'm gonna make some grits. So we're gonna have some grits and eggs, some fried turkey. Should be good. I don't know if y'all eat grits where you're from, but I like grits. So we're gonna have some grits this morning. Yep, well, I woke up, it was cold, cold, cold. Or I don't know, it was 30 something. It was cold to me. Tell you what, I found out last night. My wife had texted me a link to the Arkansas burn ban. And in our county yesterday, they enacted a burn ban that I was unaware of. I had checked the night before, and we were good to go, but not so much. So I sat around here having a fire all last night against the law. So when she sent me that text, I went ahead, poured water all over my fire and stuff. So I guess I could have got in trouble, but luckily none of the right people stopped by to visit me. So that's good. And no fire this morning. So I got up about 5, and man, it was chilly. I had to put my coat on. But I sure wanted a fire, but I couldn't do it. So I don't know if I'm gonna stay tonight or not. Now that I can't have a fire, I don't have a propane fire pit. I wish I did. I've had every intention of getting one, but I just haven't. So you know, it's not near as much fun camping without a fire, especially when it's cold. You know, nobody wants to just sit around in the dark and shiver. So I don't know. We'll see what the day brings. It ain't gonna bring any rain, so I know they ain't gonna lift the fire ban. So I guess I'm at the mercy of the county on that. You know, each county, you know, they make that decision on their own. So anyway, that's what we're working with. I guess I'll bring y'all back when I get a little more of this breakfast done. Hey y'all, welcome back. Boy, y'all missed a good breakfast. Them grits was good, good, good. Yes, sir. Put a little cheese in there, a little white cheese. Ooh, it was good. I do believe I'm going to wrap this up. I don't think I'm going to stay another night. You know, it's getting pretty cool at night. Can't have a fire, so that sucks the fun right out of a camping trip. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm still a little bit under the weather. Don't feel like I'm doing as well as I should be. So I'm just going to take a little time and clean all this up and do my breakfast dishes. And I think I'm going to head to the house. I appreciate it if y'all are still watching. I appreciate you watching the whole thing. If you watch 10 minutes of it, I appreciate that too. So, you know, anyway, I guess I will see y'all next time in the woods.